Elon Musk is currently the richest man in the world by, a pretty big margin. If you have a look at the real-time list of the richest people on the face of the planet, you'll see that Musk's net worth is currently $244 billion. Second place is Jeff Bezos. Bezos is worth $197 billion. And in third, you have the Bernard Arnault and family at $189 billion. Now, that means Elon Musk is worth about $250 billion. However, if we look forward to, say, 2033, about 8.5 years from now, Musk is on a clear trajectory to have a net worth of over $1 trillion, meaning he'd be richer than most countries on the face of the earth. That would give him a pretty significant amount of power. Guys, rightly or wrongly, a lot of people hate Elon Musk. They do, it's fair to say. A lot of people love him, but I'd say more hate him. There's a lot of negativity around Elon Musk right now. I'm not here to tell you if you should like him or not. I'm just here to tell you that he's not going away. In fact, his power is going to, at minimum, triple over the next 10 years. There's one key thing that I think a lot of people are ignoring, and this is outside of Tesla. This is outside of the Boring Company. This is outside of his Neuralink business. This is one key area. He owns half of this business, and this business is about to grow exponentially. I think faster than Tesla's energy division, faster than robotics, faster than autopilot. We're talking major disruption here. Musk has something that he's just revealed. People are not really talking about it, but the media has mentioned it. No one seems to recognize when something comes along and it's a major disruption, and I'm talking this is a major disruption, but when there's a major disruption and your competitors, they can't compete with you, as in they have no possible way of competing with you, well, that's when there's just nothing they can do. It'd kind of be like, imagine that all automakers all of a sudden have forgotten how to build cars and only Tesla knows how to build cars. That's actually the advantage that Elon Musk has. And strangely, everyone seems to be ignoring it, except for AT&T and Verizon. They're complaining to US court judges that it's unfair. They say this shouldn't be legal. Elon Musk has too much power. Maybe they're right. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. I want to say a big thank you to our Patreon supporters, YouTube members. If you want to be a YouTube member, I'll put a link in the description below to get access to some videos that are not on the main channel, guys. As well as that, if you want to install solar on your roof, install solar, guys. I'm making about $10 a day after my costs. So after I pay for the electricity that I use when the sun's gone down, I still make about $10 a day. It's about $70 a week. So yeah, anyway, the solar company I used, I'll put a link in the description and they will give you a bit of a discount if you mention me. Now, what's going on here with Elon Musk? He owns 46% of SpaceX. 46% of SpaceX. Obviously, SpaceX are now saying that they have cellular internet, as in, global space internet. It's kind of not really the right word, but it explains the point here. Who else can compete with that? So in other words, what will happen is, Musk has said this year or next year, they'll be rolling out their cellular internet service. And already competitors are saying this is unfair. This is totally unreasonable. This shouldn't be illegal. Well, there's not much they can do about it. And SpaceX are launching thousands of satellites in order to enable you to have mobile phone coverage everywhere, cellular phone coverage everywhere. Cellular phone coverage, in my opinion, is a pain in the ass. I mean, honestly, guys, I'm going to be driving next month from here to Melbourne and back. I'll be driving with my boys, Jack and Cal, obviously. And there'll be times that, but Dad, there's no internet, Dad. I can't do what I was doing, or I can't make a phone call. That's still the case here in Australia. In fact, most countries around the world still don't have internet. Phone internet. I'm talking about cellular coverage and broadband internet coverage. They still don't have it across many parts of their countries, especially in Australia. But there's many places. You want to climb Mount Everest, you want to go overseas, right? You've got to pay massive roaming costs. Sometimes your phone provider will say, well, we have a partner system in another country, and you just have to pay an extra percentage or whatever. But the truth is, guys, if you want to travel around the world, if you want to do some major traveling, it's a pain in the ass to actually get it all worked out. If you want to go live in another country, I found it living in Thailand. It was a pain in the backside getting it all worked out with the cellular over there. But if you just go and get SpaceX cellular, like you sign up to SpaceX instead of one of the many competitors, you don't have to worry about that. You've got internet and phone cellular coverage everywhere. I mean, there's not a place on planet Earth you don't have it. In an airplane, don't have internet? No, you do. In fact, you got internet and cellular coverage. On a boat, on a cruise, you got it all the time. Go to another country, you've got it all the time. Go to some low-lying point where it's below sea level and there's mountains around you, you've still got it. Climb Mount Everest, you've got it. Go on a parachute, doesn't matter where you are. I mean, this is game-changing. Absolutely no one else. There is no competition for this service. This will be a monopoly. And the truth is here that SpaceX, or I should say Starlink, they don't need to charge discounted rates because they don't have any competition. If you want the best service, you have no other choice. I mean, second best, what is it? There is no second best. There is no industry that I can think of worldwide right now where there is this kind of monopoly. Here's the thing. Currently, the cellular IoT service, the global cellular agriculture market size was valued at US $176 billion in 2023 and over $200 billion in 2024. But it's predicted to hit $786.7 billion. Let's just round that off. It's predicted to hit an $800 billion market share or figure in total by 2033. So we're talking about less than 9 years from now. That number is going to hit $800 billion. Now, honestly, let's be frank. Most people, if they could get this, would get it. Why would you want to have your own crappy cellular service? Honestly, it's inconsistent. There's many places when you travel, even in your own country, where it doesn't work. If you could get all that solved, would you not? Even if it was, say, 10% more expensive, or if it was the same price. I mean, I'm sure you'd do it in a second. Even if you hate Elon Musk, people will do it. And Musk owns 46% of this company. SpaceX is not just doing cellular. It's not just offering home internet or internet for caravans, whatever, internet for traveling. It's not just doing internet and cellular. It does a lot more than that. It does rocket launches. It's got enormous plans. But all of that aside, if SpaceX continues on its current trajectory with Starlink internet and with cellular service for mobile phones, the company's, I believe, going to be valued probably by about $500 billion by the end of this decade. Musk owns 46%. That means his share would be about $240 billion. That's more than what Musk is worth today. There is no competition, like I said. No one else is launching thousands of satellites for a global cellular data network. There is no one else who has thousands of satellites for a global internet network, which works. I'm using it right now. I'll be uploading this video with it. It works so much better than my internet. So if you don't like Musk, well, I understand. But he sure as hell isn't going away. If anything, his power is only going to grow.